Okay, so you know I'm all about giving back to the community. So in this video I wanted to show you this tone that I dialed in a little while back. So the genesis of this tone was based around the Line 6 Litigator Preamp going into an Ampeg SVT 4 Pro. So you may or may not know that if you go here you can have an amp and a cab, or an amp or a preamp. So we're essentially using a Dumble inspired preamp. That's the basis of the Litigator. It was made to verbatim what Ben Adrian said to me, scratch the Dumble itch. And then that's going into an Ampeg SVT 4 Pro. So I'll just show you the total chain. So at the start we've got a Minotaur, which is a Klon, gain at 4, tone at 5.6, level at 4.9. Very straightforward. Then the Litigator, we've got the drive at 5, the bass at 7.8, the mids at 5, treble at 5, master at 5, channel volume at 7.5, sag and hum at 5. So basically everything at 5 except for a little bit of extra bass. Then we're going into the front of an Ampeg SVT 4 Pro. Now the reason that I chose the Ampeg was that at one stage or another, the chap from Dumble, Alexander, he actually used to use, you know, bits and pieces from all sorts of amps, but Ampeg were one of these. PV he used at some stage or another. He basically used to use parts from other amps to build his amps, and so Ampeg made sense because for some of the steel string singers, I believe they were made based on Ampeg kind of power amp sections. Not all of them. Then the drive on that up at 8.8, the bass at 9.8, the mids at 5, the mid frequency at 2, treble at 5, channel volume at 7.6, master at 8.8, ultra low on, this is like a low boost, ultra high on, that's like a high boost on, bright switch on for this snapshot, EQ on for this snapshot, and then I'm also EQing, so we've got 5.6 at 33 Hz, 7.7 at 80 Hz, 150 at plus 2.7, and 300 Hz flat, all the rest flat I think. So we're just boosting the low end there, so 33 by plus 5.6, 80 Hz by 7.7, 150 Hz by 2.7, and that's that. Then we're going into a dual cab, so again, I'll just show you, you can do single or dual cabs. I tend to do dual because they have a bit more of a complex tone with two mics. You have the 57 dynamic, distance 1 inch on the Match H30, 8 kHz high cut, 29% reflections, and then the matchless G25 on the other side with 160 ribbon, 1 inch away, 40% reflections. And then going into finally a dynamic plate with the 11.6 second decay, 10 milliseconds pre-delay, 10.1 kHz damping, and then the only thing I've changed other than that is taking the mix down to 15%, and what you get is just a massive full clean tone. So let me know if you got anything out of that. Let me know if you enjoy that tone. It really loves single coils and strats and stuff. There's a little bit of that noise for me on my system, but you know, you could turn on gate if you want to, but I didn't want to do that because it kind of, I don't really like the way that a gate feels when I'm playing this sort of thing. But hopefully that is something that's enjoyable to you. That's the SSS Plate. Leave a comment if you want me to drop this into the folder, or if you don't need to do that because you can just build it from there, just leave me a comment and let me know if you got on with it okay, and we can help game the algorithm in that way. So that's just, I think, one of my favourite clean tones that I ever dialed in on the HX Stomp, and I found it the other day when I was trying to record that Tom Misch video, and I thought, yeah, I want to do something more with that, so I just updated it with the dynamic plate, and I think it sounds quite pretty. Cheers.